Going one.
What would I be doing? I'll be doing Rico Robles things. Cause I'm Rico Robles.
If I wasn't maybe a full-time host, I'd love to be a newscaster. I remember when I was a kid, I always wanted to be a newscaster. If not a newscaster, then maybe a host of like a lifestyle show.
So I'd probably still be in sports, possibly traveling all over the world, professionally stalking Roger Federer. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, in sports or TV or publishing, since I do write and I am kind of a grammar Nazi, I think I would make a good magazine editor or a full-time novelist of the kind of stuff that I like to read. So that would be fiction, young adult, chick lit, suspense, thriller, mysteries, horror, that kind of stuff. Or maybe just a bookstore or bookshop owner. That would be nice, right? Something fun and something related to the stuff that I love.
Actually, I have two jobs. I'm a singer and actor in the evening, and I am a DJ in the morning, so the best of both worlds. But other than entertainment, since I have a degree in hotel and restaurant management, I think that's what I would be doing. Probably my master's or working in one of the great hotels in Europe.
Either a male model, duh, or maybe I'll run for office. Or a zookeeper. Or a writer. Or a vet.
If I wasn't a radio DJ, I would probably work in a cruise ship as a line cook or as a chef. I've always wanted to do that. Or a full-time theater makeup artist.
Little trivia for you, before I actually auditioned to be a Monster Jock, I was training to be a cinematographer. Yes, making movies and stuff. So I'd probably be doing that if, life and RX didn't give me a different direction all of a sudden. But if not a cinematographer, if not a DJ, I would also probably be a journalist, either a photojournalist or maybe a broadcast journalist. So either way, life would still probably point me towards the direction of communicating, whether visually or through talking and sharing stories. So that's still me. That would be me if I weren't a DJ.
I would probably be doing something in relation to food service. Maybe owning a cafe. Obviously, it wouldn't be doing really good business right now. But yeah, owning a cafe has been one of my dreams also. And also partially writing, but writing about stuff that I want to actually write about, particularly like relationships. I'm so good at giving advice. I'm so good at not following my advice.
I don't know. I'd probably be traveling a lot. I had this plan where I would spend about a month or two or however long in a beach in an island and just find something there, and that's something I really wanted to experience, so maybe I would be pursuing that.
When I was younger, when I was in high school, I thought I wanted to be in IT, I wanted to be in computers, but then as I got older, I realized how technical it was. It got really difficult, and then I settled on actually wanting to be a teacher. I wanted to be a preschool teacher or elementary school teacher.
I'd like to imagine I'd be doing something with video games, or the real dream here would be to be a professional golfer. Like, who wouldn't want to play golf all day and make money?
No, it's not Rico Robles. It's Karla Aguas! Why? Can you imagine if I'm stuck in quarantine with Karla Aguas?
Coconut, what you doing? Rico, what you doing? You got this wrong. You're doing it wrong. You're so crazy, Coconut.
I would have to say Rico, just because we already do a show together Mondays to Fridays. So to be stuck in quarantine with him as well, I mean, parang di ko na kaya, besh. It's a hard no for me.
Uh-oh. Did anybody say me? Did anybody answer Hazel? Because that's my answer. Whoever said my name, I don't want to be stuck in quarantine with you either.
I'm fine with all the jocks, I guess. But if I were to choose one, I think Chico would not be able to deal with my mess, because I'm a messy kind of guy. It's not for me, it's more for him.
Thank you for that wonderful question. I would have to say no one. Because I believe that brotherhood fosters harmony, and harmony fosters happiness. And I will make positive any negative situation. I will be honored to be stuck in quarantine with any RX jock. I thank you.
I don't know, Tom, because he would always, tease me and mock me. I can't stand it. But it's funny. It's really funny.
This is so hard. I don't want to be stuck with the ones that can't cook because I can't cook. And if we're stuck together, we're just gonna starve.
Monster Jock that you would not want to be stuck in quarantine with, Rico Robles. Because he and his fiance are super active and I can't. I probably will not be able to follow whatever workout that they're doing. And I probably don't want to. I mean, props to them for being super active. I admire that. I don't have the motivation to do that.
I don't know. I love all of them. But if I really have to pick one, it would be Rico Robles. Not because I have anything against him, but I know that I will have to work out every single day and I cannot take that. I cannot. Mamaya masuntok pa ako. But just kidding, I love Rico.
Probably Rica, I guess. I always talk to her. I feel like we'd get really annoyed with one another eventually. Because she's kind of a neat freak, and if you've seen my place, it's really messy. What is that? So yeah, probably Rica.
I'd have to say Nikki. Like, no offense to you, Nikki, but I don't think you think I'm very funny, and you don't really like my jokes. So in fairness, I'm doing you a favor.
Rico Robles!
If we're talking like not on purpose, it would definitely be JC. JC is so naturally funny. I think it's because he's so goofy and quirky, and I just honestly love his personality. But I also love my random stupid conversations with Nikki. Nikki is so witty. Her humor can be so dry that I just love it. So we've had a lot of conversations where I'm just like laughing basically the whole time.
Oh, easy. But I can't just give you one name. I have to say all my co-hosts on The Morning Rush equally make me laugh so much. Chico, Markki, and Rica. I mean, just as a group, we laugh together and you guys hear it on air, but also off air, we just laugh at the most random things. And I wish you guys can be part of our private group chat because the stuff that we talk about there, I swear, lol material.
Well, who else but Lodi Gaga Chico Garcia is the jock that makes me laugh the hardest. I mean, hello, he's the king of comedy.
Because I don't want to be voted off in the next tribal council, I will say any of my Morning Rush co-hosts, they make me laugh.
The jock that makes me laugh the hardest is Chico and the JC because, we get each other.
Chico Garcia, hands down. Because ever since I've been listening to The Morning Rush, he would make me laugh every single morning that I listen. He's just so witty and funny. And even now that I get to work with him sometimes, still, like the random hear-its just make you cackle. Literally, lolling. Nikki makes me laugh when she's really drunk.
I'm gonna go with Rhea, MJ, and JC because Rhea, she was my partner for a while, and we developed this humor that's part hugot, part bastos. Same thing also with MJ, because I also enjoyed hosting with her when I was in Wild and Wicked before. And then lastly, JC, he just says something that's like something only JC would say, and then it just turns out to be just freaking hilarious. So yeah, it's them three.
Close competition, or it would even be like a tie between Nikki, JC, and MJ. Because like I spend a lot of time with them, and all the things that go on in the booth off air, whenever they're around, Like literally, I would get abs already if I just spent like a lot of time with them. And especially Nikki, if you see on and off air, like especially when we're on air, we have to like cover our faces and not look at each other just because we have to keep ourselves from laughing. And it's amazing. I love them. I love all of them.
All the jocks are pretty funny, like not gonna lie, everybody makes me laugh, but I think JC edges this one out a little bit because he and I have some similar humors.
Also Rica, actually. Rica's pretty funny. You know, if we were to like live together in the same I feel like we would just be like, I want to kill you. But she does make me laugh.
Rico Robles! Rico Robles! Rico Robles! Rico Robles!
I would have to say again, Nikki. There's a very big difference between Nikki Porter, the DJ and human being, and drunk Nikki. I have had the pleasure of seeing drunk Nikki and it was life-changing. It's definitely a privilege not given to many. Nikki Porter parties hard.
Well, I would have to say McCoy, I guess, because he is, you know, a DJ.
Who's the jock that parties hardest? I don't know about the parties hardest. I know who drinks the most. Rica.
McCoy or Markki. Whenever he's in the mood, he just, lays down the shots for everybody and you can't say no. So yeah.
Nikki Porter plus alcohol is chaos. If you haven't seen any of the Monster vlogs, if you haven't seen her drunk, you should because it gets crazy. I don't know, I feel like Rico Robles also parties a lot because he has a high alcohol tolerance, so he's probably used to it.
I'm gonna go with Markki. I've been out with Markki before, so yeah, I know what happens, and it's to the point where you're out until like maybe 5 or 6 in the morning. Yeah. It's a lot of fun, but it's also a lot of dancing. I love the dancing part. The drinking, I don't know.
Nikki Porter. If you guys see her on the dance floor, you would know what I mean.
I would have to say it would be Markki, but if it was a few years ago, it would be Rico Robles.
I'd have to go with Markki, and I wouldn't be surprised if Markki isn't the most popular answer for this question.
I'm gonna keep on doing Rico Robles things. That is to entertain you monsters and to get more of these for you monsters. Because you know why? We miss you monsters.
The first thing I want to do when this quarantine is lifted is visit my friends. Who am I kidding? I don't have friends. No. I honestly just miss doing the simple, mundane things. I definitely go to one of my favorite cafes with a book, order a big cup of coffee, and just sit down for the entire afternoon, have my coffee, read my book, and people watch and watch movies. I also really miss watching movies. I can't believe we used to take them for granted.
See my barkada. Like, I miss them so much. I mean, we talk all the time, video chat, we play games online, we talk on the phone and all that, but it's just really different to physically be around each other. You feed off of each other's energy and like you share a meal together and you get to beso before you leave or before you say goodbye, and just, the stuff that you used to do, you miss all that. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do first. I think I'm gonna see my barkada and just hang out with them.
I want to get back to work. I have a show coming out in Resorts World very soon called Bongga Kadai. So we're gonna be working on that in May, which is right after quarantine period. I'm kind of scared that it's not enough time before we start rehearsals, but hopefully by then it would have flatlined and life would have gone back to normal.
Buy more alcohol. Quarantine or no quarantine, I'm a germaphobe, so I would go out, but I would be so paranoid. Lots of alcohol, lots of masks, walk my dogs, thank God I'm alive, and never take anything for granted.
First thing I want to do when the quarantine is lifted and everybody's safe and it's okay to, sit down in a cafe, I would totally do that and just read a book or edit videos on my laptop I'll just hang out in my favorite cafe. And yeah, I know my shirt is torn, but this is my favorite shirt, Rent shirt. Oh gosh, it's so embarrassing, but I will never throw it away. It's my favorite shirt.
Get a freaking haircut. Can you see these? This used to be a pixie. Here, look at that. So yeah, I really want to visit the salon because my hair's been bugging me. Besides that, it's probably not the first thing I'm gonna do because salons will be full, but I want to go see my friends and loved ones and give them a big hug. Hopefully, when quarantine is lifted, we can finally see all our loved ones and give them all the physical affection that we were not able to express while we were stuck in quarantine. So, hugs! So many hugs will be given to all my friends that I see. Hopefully, I'm not contagious with coronavirus. Hopefully, we'll get to that point.
First thing I want to do when quarantine is lifted, eat at my favorite places, because comfort food that you find in those places you can't find anywhere else. You can't try and remake those. I've tried before and it's nothing like actually having that establishment make it. And that's all I just really want to do, for some sense of normalcy and be like, yes, everything's gonna be okay. If that kind of food gets you to that level, it is God tier.
I would like to go on a date and just like, get some affection and just kidding. I would love to go to the beach if we can travel, but if not, I just want to like spend some time with my friends and drink and experience life outside the house.
And the first thing you want to do when quarantine is lifted, I want to go eat at my favorite places that weren't opened during the modified quarantine or the enhanced community quarantine. Like there are some places that reopened, but there are some that have been shut down. They shut down operations, so it's gotta be food. Like my favorite food that I can get it for takeout now, but that's really what I want.
Or maybe shave. I want to go out with my family and just eat some all-you-can-eat Korean barbecue. Like who doesn't love a good samgyeopsal?
And that's all I have. What's up? Keep it locked. Keep it locked. Keep it locked on the monster.
Hope you enjoy that.
Laters.
That's it.
So you guys, you take care and have a great day. Thank you for watching.
Bye.